Hey folks, welcome back to Discover Berwyn.
It's a cold day in Chicago, and we're going to go get warm. We're going to check things out and explore what Media Noche has to offer. So let's go meet Michelle.
Come on in.
Hi.
Hey, how are you?
Good. How are you guys?
Good to see you.
Good.
see you.
Thank you
Thanks for
so
having
much
us.
for having us
Good
today.
to see you guys. How you guys been? How's the weather?
We've been good. It's cold outside.
It's cold, but
Yeah,
it's warm in here.
It's warm in here,
Good,
so it's nice.
good.
We're
Good
looking
to
forward
see
to
you
chatting with you
Yeah,
guys.
definitely.
By the way, everyone, this is Michelle. She's the owner of Media Noche here in the Depot District in downtown Berwyn. Thanks again for having us. So would you love to? We'd love to see it if you'd like to show us around your restaurant here.
Yeah, so right now, as you can see, we are a little festive. We have our Christmas decorations here, so we're getting ready for the festivities here in Berwyn. Right here, we have our ordering section where you can order your food. We have a menu, and we have our traditional Cokes that we do have for our drinks. And over here, we do have our Ventanita, which we proudly showcase because it is from local artists here in Berwyn. And then right here, we do have our pastries. Everything here that you see, it is made in-house from scratch. And if we do buy it in a store, we do purchase locally.
Which is the most popular?
Our most popular is gonna be the pastelito de queso y guava. It's a pastry with a dessert inside with cream cheese. And then we have our Oreo cheesecake. And then right now we don't have our coconut flan because that one sells out pretty quickly.
Okay.
But I try to make it as fresh as possible all the time. That one does sell out really quick. And then we have our section for the kids to come in and get distracted while the parents eat.
Nice.
But as you can see, all of our artwork is from artists here in Berwyn. Our pictures are originally from Cuba, from a photographer that just came in from Cuba in 2020, I believe. And then all the arts are from local.
Okay.
Cool.
All right. And yeah, we are located right in the front of the train station, right in the Berwyn stop. What is that? The Berwyn stop?
Yeah, the Berwyn
right in
stop.
front.
Absolutely. So super.
So-
Just get off the train on Berwyn and come right on over.
Yep, that's the
Okay.
idea. That's definitely the idea.
Okay.
And then we're also located by the McNeil Hospital. And if you're around the area,
Perfect.
yeah, you can always
You want
come
to show
in.
us through your kitchen really quick? So what you're making now is just a traditional Cuban sandwich?
We're gonna make you a traditional Cuban sandwich.
Okay.
Here we have our homemade bread with ham and our Swiss cheese. And then what we do is we put it in our presser. Here it is pressing. And then we go ahead and smush it and we leave it in there for a few minutes
Okay.
while the presser does its thing.
Now, is this one of your more popular sandwiches?
This is definitely one of our popular one, and our sandwich, our Media Noche sandwich.
Okay.
That it's pretty much the same. The only difference is the bread that we have on there. It's pretty much sugar and egg based
Okay.
on the Media Noche bread. And then grab the pork.
So then you put pork on it too?
This is the pork. This is the
That
lechon.
looks really good.
We roast it about 9 hours overnight so we can have fresh lechon every day. And then we come this way.
So how many of these do you think you have made since you've been open?
Oh man, it's been we've been open for 5 years, so maybe close to probably 1 million.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
That
we
many?
we sell them pretty constant. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, well, you can't forget the pickles, okay, guys?
Pickles are important.
Pickles are important. We sell a lot every day, so we pre-make them, as you saw, ahead of time.
So you've been open for 5 years now?
We've been open for 5 years. Our lunch schedule pretty much does work for us because we are known to be open for lunch only.
Okay.
And
Did you cook for somebody before you started your own restaurant, or did you start this from scratch?
this was a restaurant before me. There was
Okay.
a Cuban restaurant before me, family owned as well.
Okay.
They decided that they were gonna pursue another career, so we had the opportunity to take over.
Nice.
And we've been very successful. Berwyn has opened their arms to us, and we couldn't be more grateful for that.
So where'd you get your start with cooking?
My in-laws are Cubans, which is my husband on my husband's side. They actually owned a restaurant in Elmwood Park, which is also Cuban. And I was there for about 10 years as a waitress, and just learning the backbone of it, the whole storyline as well too from their grandfather's side. He taught me a little bit about Cuban cooking and the patience that it requires, and the seasonings and the flavor and lots of love, pretty much as well too. That came with it.
Oh, we're looking forward to it. That already looks good.
Yeah, so can you see the sizzling?
Yeah,
and
I can see the sizzling.
The important thing is that we make sure that the cheese melts.
The cheese is the best part of
The
just about
cheese is
anything.
the best part, yes. So it looks like it's pretty ready. You see the cheese, nice and melted. We'll go ahead and grab it with the spatula. And then we go ahead and bring it down this way.
So you got pickles, cheese, pork, and ham so far?
Yes. So that's what pretty much makes the Cuban sandwich.
Okay.
You have to hear that crunch. And then...
Yeah, show the camera half of that. Look at that. Oh,
and
nice.
then there's the cheese,
Delicious.
nice and melted. And then you have your Cuban sandwich.
Okay.
I wish you guys can smell this. It smells really good. Get
I
in
can
there,
smell it.
right?
It smells really good.
And that's how the Cuban sandwich, we make the Cuban sandwich here.
Well, thank you.
But
very
everything,
much.
all the flavors and the traditions comes from my husband's side of the family.
Well, why don't we go back outside, and I
Yep.
think we're going to take a look at some of the dishes that you make here and walk us through those.
All right, so right here we have our traditional Cuban bowl.
Okay.
You can't have Cuban without the white rice and the black beans and the sweet plantains. So this is what it is traditionally. You have everything. You have the steak with the grilled onions, some avocado, and I put some pickled onions on there. And then right here we have the Media Noche sandwich, which this is the bread that we traditionally make, and it's pretty much based off of our name as well too.
Now this is different from the sandwich you just showed us in the
Yes,
kitchen, right?
yes.
And
So-
what's the major difference on this one?
It's gonna be the bread.
Okay.
So it still has the roasted pork, the Swiss cheese, and the ham, pickles, and the mustard. The only thing that makes a difference is the sweet bread.
Oh, okay.
On there,
And
yep.
then do you make that fresh yourself as well?
Yep,
Okay.
this one is made fresh and in-house as well too. I think that's what makes us different from other places as well, is that we make everything here.
Yeah.
And we buy our vegetables, our fruits locally. So we try to keep it as much in Berwyn as possible too.
That's awesome.
Right here we have our fresh plantains. These are also made fresh every day. And then these are the pastelitos that I was telling you.
Okay.
This one, it just shows the inside of it. So this is the guava and the cream cheese on there. You get a closer look of it as well. And then right here we have our sweet plantains, which they sell. They sell out. Oh man.
So of all the dishes you create, what's your favorite? Like, what's your favorite thing to make?
It's just gonna have to be from scratch. Like I love making the lechon, the roasted pork.
Okay.
That's my favorite. Only because we have to pre-season it. It just takes time, but at the end result, it goes pretty much with it goes with everything.
Yeah.
It goes with the sandwiches. It goes with the bowls. So the roasted pork is gonna be my favorite, and it sells very well in the holidays as well for the caterings. A lot of people buy the trays along with the arroz con gandules as well too. So everything comes with a pair.
Nice.
Yeah, that was one of the things I wanted to ask about too. You do holiday catering.
Yep, we're doing holiday, and we're accepting catering orders.
For Christmas?
For Christmas.
For the holiday?
For the holiday, or all year round, pretty much. But we do get pretty busy during the holidays that we accept only a certain amount of orders, only because our stoves are teeny tiny, and then we can only do so much in our kitchen. But
We can post a copy of that menu, the catering.
oh
menu,
yeah,
right?
definitely. Yeah, you can do it online at www.medianocheberwyncafe.com.
So if I'm a first-time visitor to Media Noche, what would you recommend the first thing that I try from your restaurant?
I would recommend the Cuban bowls. You
Okay.
can have it with the steak, you can have it with the ropa vieja, chicken, roasted pork, or our picadillo as well, which is the ground beef. or you can have one of our sandwiches, which we always recommend, the Media Noche or the Cuban, the classic Cuban that we showcased for you guys earlier. And then we always recommend a pairing, so we always recommend a side of our maduros or our tostones, which are on the green plantains.
Okay.
On the green plantain chips.
And one other question, because Michelle here happens to be gluten-free. What kind of celiac or gluten-free options are good in your restaurant if people want to come in and they have kind of some allergies?
We recommend the jibaritos, which is gluten-free. It's pretty much a plantain that we mash and we create it in a sandwich. So we can pair that with a steak, roasted pork, or veggie style as well too, which is going to be our green and red pepper, onions, and cooked with our oil, our garlic oil on there to make it more delicious and more exciting.
Tell me a little bit about this sandwich and what goes into making it, and what are you looking to do when you create kind of a sandwich like this?
The most important thing is that we press it. The pressing the sandwich for us is the important thing, along with the filling. So right here you have our roasted pork, our mustard, our pickles. And once we press it, we have to make sure that we know that it's perfected. Is when the cheese melts and you see it and you hear it, and then that's what brings out the taste when it's all combined.
So tell me a little bit about the bread, because that's the first part. You make this here in house, right?
We make the bread in house.
Yeah.
And what's special about this one is that it's on the sweeter side and it's egg based.
And you said it's gluten free, right?
And it's gluten free.
Okay,
yes.
nice. And then how long does it take you to make the bread for these sandwiches?
Oh man, pretty much I start to have fresh every day. I have to start on at about 5 o'clock in the morning.
Wow.
So it can rise and do its thing. And once we start opening, that's when we start putting it in the oven. So when our first orders comes in, the bread is nice and made fresh every day.
Okay, so we start with the bread, and then I see a layer of ham in here.
Yes.
Okay, so the ham and then the pork, which you cook in-house as well, right?
Yep, we could make it in-house every day.
And how long does the pulled pork take you to make?
The pulled pork takes about 9 hours. We do it overnight because we want to make sure that it's fresh when our customers come in. And they add it with the sandwich, our Cuban, a classic Cuban as well, and then they also like it in the Cuban bowls.
Nice. And what kind of cheese are you using?
We use Swiss cheese.
Okay, so Swiss cheese on this.
Yes.
And why are there pickles?
You have to have that crunch.
Okay.
In the sandwich, you need that crunch. A lot of people, of course, they don't want the pickles inside, but it's okay. I have to have a pickle. I have to have that crunch in there.
Pickles are great.
Yes. So we always put the pickle in there.
Perfect. That's a little bit about the sandwich. And so why don't you tell me a little bit about the plantains and the process you use making those?
So the plantains are very traditional with a Cuban sandwich. Whether it's a steak sandwich or with the Media Noche or the classic Cuban, you always have to have your extra crunch. And we added it's called the mariquitas. And we slice it in house. We use a fresh green plantain all the time. These are not pre-made, and they're not made a day and a half advance. No, these are made to order. So that's why it takes us a little bit longer to take out the orders, because we do make everything to order.
Okay. Well, let's give it a shot.
Yep, go ahead.
Dig in here, you guys. That was too big a bite, so now I'm gonna have to shoot for a second, but wow, the flavors are amazing together. The bread's a nice touch. It's light, it's fluffy. The ham's great. The pulled pork that's cooked for 9 hours is amazing. I love the crunch of the pickle with the meat. Just an overall amazing sandwich. Delicious. Great option if you're coming here for your first time to try one of these two dishes, your first visit.
All right, so I'm about to try one of the Cuban bowls with the steak.
Yes, so right here we have a traditional Cuban bowl. You can have a bowl without the white rice and the black beans, which is very traditional in Cuba, along with your sweet plantains.
I'm gonna make $1 million bite here. So I'm gonna take the
Go for it.
steak, the maduro, the cebolla.
The avocado in there.
So what kind of steak are you using with this bowl?
We use a flank steak.
Okay.
And we use our produce, which is the grilled onions, which is also seasoned along with the steak to give it that extra kick to it. Like I said, all of our produce, we do buy it locally as well too. So everything that you see here that has produce or meat, we buy everything locally here in Berwyn.
Well, I've said it before, but as a recovering vegan, this is top notch. I actually love it.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
It's
I'm glad you guys
delicious.
enjoying it. Thank you. So right here we have our pastelito de queso y guava. We make actually our pastries in-house.
Okay.
So with this one, we do have to make the pastry a day before so it can sit overnight and it's able to roll out with its layers. And that's how you get that crisp of layers throughout the pastry.
It looks good.
So we can roll it out, make sure that it gets the layers in, and you'll feel the crunchiness in there as well too.
And what is it filled with?
So this is going to be filled with the queso, cream cheese, and guava.
Okay.
The guava is like a sweet fruit, and it's how do I say?
Savory.
Yeah.
Yes, it's very savory. And when you think guava and cream cheese, you really think, well, how does that taste like? It's actually the combination of it. It's actually really, really good.
Yeah. Savory
And
and
then
sweet.
with the powdered sugar and then with the pastry, it just all adds up, and it's actually really, really enjoyable.
So guys, whether you're looking for lunch or just a sweet little treat here, Media Noche can supply you with both. It goes well with a cup of coffee, so let's give it a shot. So I love the bread, and I love the layers of it and the way it tastes with the guava and the cream cheese. The bread is very soft and it's kind of moist. You can kind of go right through it. It's
crunchy.
great. It's crunchy on the outside, moist on the inside, but love the layers a lot. Great looking piece right here. Lots of fruit, lots of cream cheese. Just a delicious thing, and then pairs well with a great cup of coffee.
Our coffee actually is imported from Miami, which is from a small mom and pop shop that they imported from Cuba.
Oh, wow.
So from Cuba, they imported to Miami, and they actually are vendors. They travel back and forth to Chicago
Nice.
because we're one of their distributors. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So we're one of them, and they come in here once a month to come
So
in.
it keeps everything kind of like an authentic Cuban
Yes,
tradition
yes.
and like dishes
Yes.
and stuff.
So you
That's
do
awesome
taste
experience.
the dark roast and sweetness to it at the same time.
And then, if our audience wants to follow you on social media, can you tell us a little bit about where they can find you at, or where they can follow you at?
Yeah, you can follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook.
YouTube. I don't know if you're going to be on our
on
YouTube. TikTok, you said. I think that's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Facebook and Instagram.
well, it's gonna be at Media Noche Berwyn Cafe. It pretty much is all linked to the same.
Everything.
Everything is named to the same name. Media Noche Berwyn Cafe. So go ahead and follow us.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah,
No,
thanks so
thank you
much for having
guys.
us.
I love
Thank
seeing
very
you guys.
much.
Thank you so much for
And,
your support.
Generously
Thank
for
you.
our watchers out there, Michelle has offered a 10% discount on your first trip in to try out Media Noche down here. So
Yep.
come on in and mention you saw it on the video, and she'll be happy to give you 10% off your first order.
Thank you guys.
Bye,
Thank you. It was
guys.
good seeing you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Bye bye.